For the third year in a row, Brunei's royal family has held a wedding of heirs. This time it was the handsome Prince Abdul Matin's turn. It was a lavish 10-day wedding, with everything glittering with gold and diamonds. But why do some people think the prince chose the wrong wife? What wowed guests the most and what mistake are netizens discussing? And why didn't Prince William and Kate Middleton and some other expected royals show up? Watch the video to the end to find out. Let's get started. Sultan Hassan al-Bolkiah of Brunei has 12 children. He spends millions of dollars on their weddings. He can afford it because his fortune is about $28 billion. In January 2024, the Sultan's son Prince Abdul Matin married the beautiful Anisha Issa Kalabich. As usual, it was an incredibly lavish wedding with thousands of guests. Prince Abdul Matin is considered one of the most popular heirs in the world. All thanks to his political activity, he accompanies his father on foreign trips and therefore knows many heirs and monarchs personally. In addition, the Bruneian family is called one of the most advanced, largely thanks to Prince Abdul Matin. He constantly posts photos and talks about his life on social networks with 3 million followers. After the announcement of his engagement and upcoming wedding, ordinary people who learned about it from the internet were surprised by his choice. There were so many articles and videos discussing this marriage. They believed that the Sultan's favorite son had chosen the wrong wife, and that Asia's most handsome royal bachelor shouldn't marry a commoner. But maybe it's not as strange as marrying a cousin, as happened to Prince Mateen's sister Azima. What do you think about it? Please write in the comments. Although it is quite difficult to call Anisha a girl without a lineage. She is the granddaughter of a special advisor to the Sultan of Brunei, who also co-owns Royal Brunei Airlines. The girl herself owns a fashion brand, Silk Collective, and a travel company called cautionary, which she started with a friend. On the internet you can see many family photos of Anisha with her mother and siblings, but there are no pictures of her with her father. It seems that after their parents' high-profile divorce, the children didn't spend much time with their father. By the way, we told you more about their divorce in the previous video. Before the official wedding ceremony, Anisha performed a traditional Khatam al-Quran ceremony in a crowded hall. During this ceremony, the bride read the Holy Quran for a happy married life and a successful marriage. Prince Mateen also attended the event to support his bride. The wedding lasted for 10 days and is explained by the customs of the country. Each day, the bride and groom performed different rituals and gradually prepared to become husband and wife to each other. But what went wrong at this perfect wedding? Keep watching the video to find out. The wedding ceremony began with the official announcement of the wedding, followed by the ceremonial presentation of gifts to the bride. The whole room was filled with gold jewelry and other gifts, which the bride enjoyed looking at. The next was the ancient and very colorful powdering ceremony. Close family members apply colored rice powder and aromatic oils on the hands of the bride and groom. This is how the relatives bless the newlyweds for a happy, fertile, and rich family life. This ceremony was held separately for the bride and groom. After the prince left, Anisha arrived and received the same blessings. Her image is made in the style of the national costume of the island of Borneo. Such clothing is meant to emphasize the richness and cultural diversity of this country. A few days later, an Akad Nikah ceremony was held to officially legalize the marriage. It was held at the Omar Ali Saifuddin Mosque in the capital Bandar Seri Begawan. However, only male guests, mostly ministers and government officials, were allowed to attend the ceremony. The bride and other women were in a separate hall. The next day, a royal ceremony was held to reunite the bride and groom. They exchanged vows at the Astana Nurul Iman Palace, home to the Sultan of Brunei and his family. At the end of the ceremony, something went wrong and many people didn't even notice it. But some netizens paid attention to it. It happened when the newlyweds approached the bride's parents to accept their congratulations. Anisha's father and mother wanted to kiss the prince's hand as subjects of the kingdom. This seems to have come as a surprise to Prince Mateen, and he did not allow the bride's mother to do so as they are now part of his family. Social media users were pleasantly surprised by the prince's manners and were even proud of him. Special guests included the King and Queen of Bhutan, the royal couple of Malaysia, Princess Noor of Jordan and her husband, sheikhs from various states, the presidents of Indonesia and the Philippines, the Prime Minister of Singapore, and other dignitaries. After the ceremony, the wedding motorcade made its way through the streets of the capital. The newlyweds rode in a luxurious open-top Rolls-Royce and greeted people. Thousands of locals and tourists gathered on the streets of Brunei to watch Prince Abdul Matin and his wife Anisha Isa Kalabich ride in a wedding motorcade through the capital. And at the end of this celebration, the newlyweds cut a tiered wedding cake. On the final day, a royal wedding reception was held at the Astana Nurul Iman Palace, attended by some 5,000 guests from around the world. Anisha changed several gorgeous looks during the multi-day celebration. She herself assisted the designers to create her wedding dresses. Prince Abdul Matin also changed several outfits, each of which harmonized with his bride's dresses. At first, the bride wore a white traditional dress with elegant embroidery on the sleeves. The second dress was lace with long sleeves. The prince's sweetheart had her hair gathered back under her veil and added a touch of sparkle with diamond and pearl earrings. The third image was bright red, crowned with a traditional gold crown and spectacular gold jewelry. The prince also wore a traditional red suit. In Anisha's fourth look, the stylists paired the dress with a long veil with a massive diamond brooch, pearl earrings, and a spectacular tiara. By the way, this is the tiara of the groom's sister, Princess Azima. It was made especially for her wedding in January 2023. Prince Abdul Matin wore a white and gold ceremonial uniform. Finally, at the reception, Anisha wore a dazzling sparkling dress and a tiara over her veil, and Prince Mateen changed his white and gold ceremonial uniform to black for this day of celebration. The beauty of the outfits and ceremonies at this wedding is truly admirable. The guest list for the royal banquet remained a secret until the last minute. The press expected that the Prince and Princess of Wales and the Crown Prince of Jordan and his wife to be present. Prince Mateen and his father Sultan Bolkiah have attended various events of these royals and are personally acquainted with them. But unfortunately, there has never been any confirmation of their arrival. Perhaps the Sultan's 10th child is not on their level, or maybe they were busy with more important matters of state. As the Sultan's fourth son, Mateen is unlikely to ever ascend to the throne, but he seems to have taken on an unofficial role, presenting a modern image of the royal family. He is keen to connect with the younger generation of Bruneians who have grown up with social media, and he's certainly succeeding. Although the younger generation has progressive principles and interests, polygamy is still allowed in Brunei. Let us hope that Prince Abdul Matin will not follow in his father's footsteps, Sultan Hassanal Bolkiah, who had 3 wives. Let's wish the newlyweds a long and happy family life. What do you remember most about this gorgeous wedding? Share in the comments. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you soon.